everybody, welcome back to Hollywood Sports. Guys, we're going to talk about the most important thing in Madden football. We're going to talk about the offensive line mechanics, new blocking mechanics in the offensive line. In my opinion, the offensive line has been the worst thing in Madden. I mean, they've done a lot of improvements in Madden, but I did a lot of videos for Madden 17 showing a lot of weaknesses in the offensive line. So this is very good news, guys. We're talking about the offensive line blocking mechanics improvements. Okay, I'm just going to read it verbatim, guys, and we're going to go over this thing with a fine-tooth comb, and we're going to talk about the improvements. It says, in addition to the new pass protection tools, guys, EA has worked on gameplay. We have always talked about we get new modes, we get good graphics, but now, guys, they're working on the gameplay. This game is becoming simulation. We're talking about simulation gameplay, and now they have improved the offensive line mechanics. Okay, another common ask is about offensive line chemistry and awareness as a unit. The aggregate awareness of the whole offensive line will now impact their ability to recognize and pick up blitzes. So the offensive line is going to work more as a unit, guys. I love it. I love it. I love it. We can really concentrate on building our offensive line the right way. It says, the higher the average awareness rating of the offensive line as a unit, the better they will be at recognizing and reacting to blitzes that come up over the course of a game. Beautiful. Including always tough zone blitz schemes our players like to create by dropping defensive linemen into coverage while bringing heat on the edge. This feature starts to activate when the average awareness score of the offensive line of the 5 offensive linemen reaches 80. So awareness is really playing a part in the offensive line this year. I told you guys, the ratings is really going to dictate the gameplay, guys. The ratings. So every team is going to play different. Your play is not going to work every time because it works on this team, but it might not work on this team. Everything is going to be dictated on ratings. I love it. I love it. They're retooled and redone the ratings. This is all going to play out. Okay, so the higher the average awareness rating of the offensive line as a unit, the better they will be at recognizing and reacting to blitzes that come up over a course of the game, including the always tough zone blitz schemes. Now, I know I read this before, guys, but I'm reading again. Our players like to create by dropping defensive linemen into coverage while bringing heat on the edge. This feature starts to activate when the average awareness score of the 5 offensive linemen reach 80. The ability to recognize blitzes scales. An 80 rated O-line will be able to recognize heat about 5% of the time. So if your offensive line awareness is not at least 80, guys, you got to get rid of the ball quick. Your line is not going to pick up nothing. They're going to be a big-time pass rush. Okay? Only 5% of the time will your guys pick up blitzes. An O-line average 97 or higher in awareness will recognize the pressure on almost every single pass play. So, guys, our offensive lines really mean something now. They mean something, right? Their awareness. Oh, man, this is beautiful. I love it. But there's a catch. Any offensive lineman will tell you that the unit is only as good as its center. Man, because you know when the center is always pointing different directions, the center is calling the plays on the line. Okay, the center is calling the plays. Okay, thus the center's awareness rating counts 2 times relative to everybody else. And his rating will modify the total average up or down by replacing the awareness rating of the lowest rated lineman in the unit. Ooh, ooh. So our centers are very important in our line play, guys. So when you're recruiting, or if your lineman ain't doing the right job, you can replace him, guys. So it's all about awareness, and it's really about the center. The center's awareness rating counts 2 times relative to everybody else, and the rating will modify total average up or down by replacing the awareness rating of the lowest rated lineman in the unit. If you want your O-line to play together and recognize those heaters in protection, you're going to want to make sure you have the critical cog in the middle who can get his line mates on the same page. This is beautiful, guys. This is beautiful. This extends to running backs. Guys, we're breaking it down. When in protection. That's right, because everybody complained about the running backs not being in protection, not stopping the blitz. While not being calculated as part of the O-line awareness score, any pass blocking running back will have the same ability to recognize a blitz and react to it faster as his awareness score increases. Ooh-wee! So you better have, if you have a scheme where you depend on your halfback to block a lot, his awareness better be up there. He might be a good runner. He might have a good agility. He might have good speed. But if his awareness sucks on blocking, you are in trouble. You are in trouble, because there's going to be some times you're going to have to keep your back end to cover some blitzes, guys. So you got to keep that in your toolbox. You got to make that aware. Your running back has to have a blocking awareness. Beautiful. Okay, now let's see where we at. The unit awareness in Madden 18 will make it critical to pay up for the awareness rating and MUT salary cap. Keeping your O-line strong in MUT. Oh man, the O-line is going to count in MUT too. Guys can't build around their O-line anymore. Ooh, I love it. I love it. MUT ranking and MUT draft. And to say, because I think they're calling draft champions MUT draft now. And to say on top, and to stay on top of awareness progression in practice mode, or suffer the consequences of having a unit that is not on the same page when picking up blitzes. Ooh, you got to have a unit on the same page, and it's all depending on the awareness of the center and the weakest of linemen in the line. Okay, tuning and improvements. In response to a lot of valuable feedback from our players, see, man, EA Sports be listening, man. Rex and Clint and the dev team, they listen to us, guys. We made a whole host of other improvements on the blocking front, to improve the gameplay experience and offer more balance in the trenches. Here's a quick rundown. Oh, let's do it, man. Let's do it. Block sheds. A lot of people complain about block sheds in Madden 17. Okay, here we go. Block shedding and disengages have been tuned with a heavy emphasis on ratings. Again, guys, everything is going to depend on the ratings. I'm so happy. Ratings and schemes. In the pass game, only edge rushers using a power move, okay, there's a power move rating on those players, or finesse move rating with a rating of 90 or higher will have the ability for a super win when rushing on the edge. Woo! And the defense, that's when you need them offensive tackles, man. They got to be on it. Those offensive tackles got to cover those edges. And the difference in those ratings compared to blockers' pass block rating will determine the frequency of those wins. So pass blocking is going to be very important to cover those guys on the edge. Again, like I said, the offensive tackles, the left tackle and the right tackle, especially the left tackle from a right-handed cornerback covering his blind side. Oh, this is beautiful, man. This is beautiful, guys. This game is depending on ratings, just like I told you guys. Okay. The tuning has been heavily weighted to favor elite players on both sides of the ball. However, the only time any outcome will be 100% is when a player has a 50-point average on either side. So there's always a rare chance of an elite player getting beat on occasion. Yes, the strength rating matters. The strength rating matters. The strength rating matters, guys. The strength rating matters more than ever in Madden NFL 18. It now determines the defender's ability to disengage away from the blocker, not shed through the blocker. The difference in strength versus strength will determine when a defender can get out of a grasp of a blocker when wanting to move away from the blocker. Okay, now impact blocking with the addition of blocking with the addition of blocking stick on offense and the blow up submarine the blocker mechanic on defense. Both offense and defensive players will now be rated in the impact blocking category. Ooh, this rating will be used in a formula with body weight and movement speed for both blockers and defenders to determine the outcomes of moving blocks. Wow. When the blocker or defender is running faster than a jog speed. Guys, they are breaking this stuff down. Running the ball versus a weak box. In Madden 18, we've expanded our logic around defenses, stopping the run when using sub-defenses such as dime, dollar, and quarter, which a lot of people did. I lost my spot here. Against defenses with very few defenders, a lot of defensive backs, and the tackle box. The defense will have a very hard time stopping the running play. No more cheesing with the dime stuff, guys. In many cases, a lot of defenders will end up getting pancaked. This, man, y'all got to play real defense now, baby. Also applies to pass commit, adjustment versus a running formation, and when dropping defensive linemen into coverage against running formations. You can't drop your guys into coverage anymore, guys. You're going to give up a lot of yards. Ooh. Running back pass blocking. The logic for pass blocking running backs, again, they were talking about earlier, their awareness has to be there, has been updated to expand their ability to scan across the entire formation, as well as keeping them in the backfield longer so they will be less likely to attack targets at the line of scrimmage, giving them more time to react to more dangerous threats as they appear. Wow. So they're saying the offensive line is going to do their job, but the offensive back is going to be scanning the whole area to make sure nobody else is coming in and to get the quarterback. Improved logic for running backs lets them react to pass rushers who have shed the O-line. Okay, that makes sense. So if your lineman couldn't hold a defensive lineman and he got block shedded, then the offensive back will also pick those guys up. So there's two walls to get through, protecting your quarterback. Allowing scanning. Running backs will be able to block unblocked players on either side of their formation. Again, but it depends on your running back's awareness. Adjusted tuning to cut blocking and block sheds with a heavy emphasis on ratings matchups between the two players. This is good stuff, guys. We're really going to be playing some chess now, man, about putting our players in the right positions, guys. Wow. You know, like especially in formation subs, man. You got to put the right people on the right field at the right time in the right formations based on their ratings. Open field blocking and lead blockers. Ooh, the logic for blockers in open field has been improved, including wide receivers downfield. I mean, I did so many videos showing y'all that the wide receivers will block downfield. Pulling blockers and lead blockers out of the backfield and screen blockers. Ooh, added a new MDM. Most dangerous man. Assignments for wide receivers on certain running plays, where they will target safeties or outside linebackers who have dropped into an overhang position, down or near the tackle box to join the run fit. Wow, instead of targeting the cornerback a line over them. So guys, the run game is going to be wide open this year based on your guys blocking right, their ratings, defense against offense, strength rating. Oh, this is all beautiful. Okay, made wide receivers more aggressive in finding blocks down the field in the run game and after pass completions. Guys, there's going to be a lot of good blocks set up. Wow, if you could be patient and read your blocks, man, this could be fun. Improved logic for pulling blockers and lead blockers out of the backfield to retarget to less dangerous threats, and keeping them on their assignment path to block the ball carrier. Path to block for the ball carrier. Beautiful. Improved logic for blockers out on screen plays to retarget less and be more decisive in going after the initial targets. This is beautiful, guys. We deliver a lot of the requests our players ask for by providing more tools to customize the blocking experience and making a heavy emphasis on player ratings to ensure that games are dictated by the best players on the field. And these are just the highlights of the features improvements we've made in our blocking system in Madden NFL 18. See you in the trenches, guys. And I think EA and the dev team wanted to do this stuff, man. They wanted to get this stuff in, but I think Frostbite has allowed them to put more things that really needs to be done, more simulation, more gameplay, realistic type of situations in football. I think the Frostbite has allowed them to build this game the right way now. They don't have to struggle and try to get features in that not really, because Rex always said, man, we tried it again, but it ain't working. We're not going to put it in until we get it right. But I think the Frostbite engine is allowing them to do the things they've always wanted to do. Instead of being creative and struggling and trying to make things work, I think the Frostbite engine is allowing us. It's a better engine. It's a better tool to give us what we want, guys. And I think that's what's going on. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, guys. That was a big time vlog, man. Breakdown on offensive line improvements, line blocking, guys in the trenches. So if you enjoyed the video, guys, hit that like button. But if you're new to the channel, I'm talking to you. Hit that subscribe button. Join the team of Hollywood Sports. Become a star, and let's do it together. The team of Hollywood Sports, guys, we're trying to get to 5,000 subscribers. We can do it. We can do it. Join the team of Hollywood Sports. Let's do it together, guys, and we can celebrate at the end. And as always, until next time, everybody, thanks for watching.